this in prime time. Under the bright lights for you on the sidelines. The fans in the stands keeping doubly bright high. The gridiron fly guys, the green and the gold, yeah, they call it the franchise. The gizmos, the miles, the moves, the Kepleys, old spaghetti legs. Ricky Ray, Willie Bless, and whoever comes next to bring back the chip and add another brick to the legacy. Cause it's double E over everything. Double E is a legacy. Double E over everything. Double E, we rising up.
Battle of Alberta Labor Day Classic, a tradition unlike any other in this country, a rivalry renewed for 2025. The Edmonton Elks, with their 3-game winning streak, come to Calgary looking to steal the show as they'll battle the Stampeders, who have taken down the best this season and look to do the very same with the provincial rival. Cody Fajardo, Vernon Adams Jr., it's both their first exposure to the Battle of Alberta edition of the Labor Day Classic. Can the Elks make it 4 straight, or will Calgary show why they're the top team in the province of Alberta? Elks Stamps, it's the Labor Day Classic. But first, this is the Green and Gold Kickoff Show. Matt Iwanyk, Jay Milne with you here live on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports. We are not in EST Studios in Edmonton. We're not on location in the city of Edmonton. We have invaded enemy territory. We are in Calgary. We are at the Canadian Brewhouse on University Ave for the Green and Gold Kickoff Show. McMahon Stadium. You want to do a little Elks bells there for the Elks? McMahon Stadium, behind us, about 5-minute drive from here. We will be there for that game. The 2 buses of Labor Day, they have dropped off the fans of the double and 1 Calgary Stampeder fan.
Yeah, that was risque.
One Calgary Stampeder fan on that bus. But the 2 buses, they are tailgating as the Elks and Stamps will renew the Labor Day Classic tradition. I'm Matt Iwanyk. He is Jay Milne. Thank you to everyone for tuning in across the Edmonton Sports Talk audio streams, as well as those listening on YouTube. And a shout-out again to the Canadian Brewhouse for allowing us to be here. We've got steak bites. We've got bacon-wrapped jalapenos on the side. We've got our beers going as well, as we're an hour away from what is a fun time. Jay, how are you? How was the bus ride for you?
Oh, it was great. I sat beside Lieutenant Eric the whole time. We had great story time, great banter. I mean, look, the Elks did a first-class job getting this together, putting it together. They had all the Canadian Classic beverages ready to roll. Bonus points for tall cans, not short cans.
Yeah, it was all talls.
Bonus points for tall cans on behalf of the Elks. Everybody departed the bus with one of these cowbells, which will make sure the presence is felt there in Calgary.
We talked about how do we bring that noise. Well, the Elks covered it.
They supplied.
They gave us the cowbells.
They
to
did
get
really
that
well. My bus ride was fantastic. Over-under on somebody getting left in Red Deer on the way down was set at 0.5. We hit the under.
Yep.
Everybody made it back on the bus. I'm not as confident for the drive home. The drive home might get a little slippery. You and I will not be a part of that.
Nope.
We are going to be doing the post-game show right here after the final whistle. Dusty and Tommy are going to come over and say hi as well. So that'll be something to tune into. Hopefully, after a double E win.
Yeah, wouldn't that be something? It'd be a huge upset. There's no question about that. But it's Labor Day. Who knows what can happen? Yesterday, wild game between the Riders and the Bombers. That was an exciting football game. It looks like we have an exciting football game out in Hamilton as well. Obviously, we haven't been able to watch it. But we're going to get you set for this game, as it will be going underway in about an hour's time down at McMahon Stadium. And with that, let's take a look at the starting lineup for your Edmonton Elks. I need to just move some things around before I take away our audio. I thought I had everything figured out.
Hey, Matty.
I had things up, but small couple things. Just
don't give yourself a hard time. You did fantastic.
We got it done. We did fantastic. Our Uber driver got us here. It was great. But here's the starting lineup for your Edmonton Elks, and it is Cody Fajardo behind center. As I said, he's not new to Labor Day. He's new to this Labor Day. He has experienced Labor Day as a Saskatchewan Roughrider, so this shouldn't really be a shock to the system for him. Although he hasn't been the away team quarterback. As for VA, he's never been a part of this type of Labor Day. But Cody Fajardo, the starting quarterback, the men protect him from left to right. Ivy, Beard, Cordy McKellar, and Boyko. Rankin and Green running back, fullback in the receiving core. Victor, Gittins Jr., Hillier, Julian Grant, and Smith. Defensively, it's Barlow. Brinkman is a game-time decision. Serezna and Taylor. Morgan in between DeBlanco and Garnes, as well as Meche is the free safety, and the men on either side of him, Jackson, Rose, Williams, and Ford. Blanchard kicks. Jake Julian back with the Edmonton Elks after being cut by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He will punt, and Javon Leake will kick return/punt return. With that, let's get to the Advantage Sports Medicine injury report.
All right, Connor McDavid's got a team of specialists. You've got a bag of frozen peas. Get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game at Advantage Sports Medicine. Call 780-460-9977 or visit their website at AdvantageSportMed.ca. Look, there's not that much change happening in the lineup. Nick Anderson was practicing this week, but he is still not able to play. Obviously, Stephen Dunbar Jr., Robbie Smith out. So you're going to have Barlow and Hilaire take their spots at wide receiver and defensive end. Noah Taylor, by the way, coming off a huge game last week. It's hard to take that guy off the field. Obviously, with injuries going on as well, you're going to have to press him into work. But I'm excited to watch number 42 and what he can do because, as I've said all week, I think this game hangs in the balance of a couple factors, but one, most importantly, is making Vernon Adams uncomfortable. And if they can do that, and if Noah Taylor can exert himself on that defensive end, there's a shot that this team could pull out an upset. But that is your Advantage Sports Medicine injury report.
Let's take a look at some of the key players for the Calgary Stampeders. As I mentioned, Vernon Adams Jr., he's the starting quarterback for the Stampeders. He's got a great receiving core with Jones, Rhymes, Philpott, Brooks, Barnes. Dedrick Mills, though, as the running back, he is something to watch. And this defensive unit, there's a lot of great players. Their Webb is the free safety spot. Moncrief in the Sam linebacker spot. They have proven to be a solid defensive core, even though from last year to this year, replacing 12 starters going into this season. The weather today, I know somebody in the Nasty chat
Chris
is asking about
chat.
It's not that smoky here. It's a little slightly hazy. I think it's just as the smoke's about to go in because the forecast has a smoke here tomorrow. Right now it's humid.
Hot.
It's hot. It's 27 right now. By the time kickoff happens, it'll be 28. By the time the game ends, 27, 25 degrees, and a 30% chance of showers as well. But it is a hot one and a humid one here in Calgary. They are under the heat warning as well. So it's not a smoky one, and we don't have to worry about a delay due to smoke with what it is here in Edmonton. Here in Calgary, when we left Edmonton, very smoky. That's not the same conditions here in Calgary. Dustin Nilsson, Tom Gazzola, and Dwayne Ford are on the call for those that are wondering. And Dusty and Tommy met us as we came off the bus.
Yes, they greeted us as we left the bus. I just like doing this every once in a while.
It is fun.
Because there's a table of Stamps fans sitting here.
Yeah, they're lovely.
And I will say,
Elks.
There's more Elks jerseys in this bar right now than there is Stampeder jerseys.
Guy at the bar just beside, I think if Jay moves. There's Elks. There's one over there. There was one that just left.
Yeah,
there's
there's two that just left.
Was it? No, she was in the Stamps. Or there was another one.
Yeah.
Elks person left.
So toss up.
We're invading. We're invading. Let's just make it that clear. On the show today, we'll hear from Mark Kellum, head coach of the Edmonton Elks. We'll get to our 3 stories of the game. We will get to game day odds check for Play Alberta, keys to the game, and an Elks victory, as well as our predictions. But first, let's get to our question of the game.
Ooh.
It's a simple one. It's very simple. How did the Elks do in this Labor Day set? Sweep, split, get swept. Mr. Milne.
Well, they'd be happy.
Oh, actually, sorry, before Robbie Smith was 6 and Stephen Dunbar's on 6. Did we mention that they were on the 6?
Sorry, I don't think I did.
No, I meant to jump in on that one. They're both on the 6 for this as well. Sorry, continue.
The Elks would be happy with a split. They'd be elated with a sweep. And a sweep starts today. If you drop this game, obviously you can still split next Saturday up at Commonwealth. But look, looking at the stats, looking at the standings, looking at all the factors, you would look at this and say, Double E don't have a chance today, okay? But I got news for you. That's why they play the dang games. That's why they do this. That's why they have the Labor Day, because things change on Labor Day. You never know what's going to happen in a game, and you never know what version of Calgary is going to show up and or what version of Edmonton is going to show up. So I always look at these games where, I mean, the spread, I was trying to pull it up, but I can't right now. The spread, what is it, still at?
It's 7.5.
It's now back to 7.5 because it got as high as 9.5.
Yes, it did.
Okay, so, but regardless of that, if Edmonton can come up, and I know we're going to go over our three keys and the three stories and all that fun stuff. If Edmonton can disrupt, if they can get Calgary out of their comfort zone, that's step one. And on the way over here in our Uber ride, I asked you, I said, hey, after the Green and Gold Kickoff Show, do you think we can sit and watch a bit of the game before we go over to McMahon? And the reason is, and I might be giving away a bit of our three stories, but this game I think is going to be decided very early. If Calgary comes out and puts the nails to Edmonton very fast, maybe a couple quick scores, it's over. If Edmonton can withstand that push from Calgary, which they're going to have, if they can withstand that, then all bets are off, at least in my opinion.
By the way, Toronto Argonauts, 32-27 lead with 2:46 to go. Herzla with his second straight two-touchdown performance. Polk in his game back to Toronto, he's got a touchdown in this game as well, so we'll see what Hamilton does. Huss and I both said if we could predict one victory or upset this weekend, we put it on Toronto.
Well, that would be an upset, but I mean, there's still 2 minutes and 46 seconds left for Bo Levi Mitchell.
But here's the thing about Hamilton, because a lot of people in Hamilton will point out that they should have lost to Edmonton. If they ultimately lost that game, they're knocking on a 4-straight game losing streak almost. Like that's how poor they were playing as of right now. Let's get to our game day odds check.
Well, I'm glad I went over to play Alberta on the bus drive home and made this little dizzy of a wager. Toronto Argonauts at Hamilton over 57. 57 points. And it's already hit. So that's always a good way to start your Labor Day. Labor Day has been treating me swell. I called it yesterday with Winnipeg and Saskatchewan going over. Another one. So I don't know. Jay's play of the days are just coming up swell here.
Let's take a look at what it is for today's game. For, as we've already said, 7.5. The Edmonton Elks plus 244 on the money line. I don't know what we need to get new promo codes. September.
Oh!
Tomorrow we'll have to get the new promo codes and we'll have to pass those along.
Well, I would imagine, just like before, it should be
We heard
ESC
that there was going to be
Sports.
different ones.
Oh, really?
That's what we were told.
Did we?
I could try it.
Okay, we'll figure that out.
There are also player markets. If you go under football, what do we have for player markets right now? Then we'll get to Jay and Matt's big play of the game. Cody Fajardo is set at 284.5 passing yards. Vize's 269.5. Gittins Jr. 62.5 receiving yards. Justin Rankin at 39.5 rushing. Only 40 rushing yards for Justin Rankin. That's the value there. It's an interesting one. ESD special, Jay and Matt's big play of the game.
Yeah, just about.
We tried. There's a few things to hit.
Well, look.
But we kept them more than manageable.
I think in this instance you want to say, okay, if Calgary comes out and puts the boots to Edmonton, which by all accounts they should, I'm not saying they will, this still gives you reason to stay involved, at least from a wagering perspective. I like it. I like plus 10.5. 17 plus points is manageable. I mean, look.
Well, I'll go through it. Let me go through it because I haven't gone through it yet.
Okay. Sorry.
The Edmonton Elks plus 10.5. The Elks 17 plus team points. Cody Fajardo 250 plus passing yards. Justin Rankin 30 rushing yards and 30 receiving yards. That's boosted to plus 215.
That's great. If Edmonton is in this game in the fourth quarter, that's hitting. That's what I'm talking about. This game could go two ways. I don't see it being a meddling type game where they're feeling each other out. I think either Calgary can come out and put this away and to bed quick, or Edmonton can withstand that and move on. And if they do, if they get over that and they come out of the first quarter, say, down 7-3 or down 10-7, something like that, then look out for fireworks for the rest of the game. That's just my prediction.
I wanted to try to combine those Justin Rankin numbers.
Well, you did.
But what's interesting, I'll say this. I'm more confident in his receipt. I was talking about with Dusty yesterday. We're doing our fantasy football draft, and we're trying to build this out. I was using him as a sounding board too. And I felt more comfortable picking like higher ranking receiving yards than rushing yards.
Well, you should.
I know. It's weird,
more,
though. It's weird.
On the season, he's got way more, well, not way, but about a fifth more passing yards, receiving yards than he would rushing yards. So that's totally in lockstep with how the season has went.
So that's your Play Alberta Game Day odds check. Head to playalberta.ca to get in on Jay and Matt's big play of the game or anything on this game or anything moving forward. They should actually put up odds when Connor McDavid signs.
Well, if I was a betting man, I would say,
which you are,
tomorrow.
I stand by this week. By the way, the poll question or the question of the game.
Yeah.
What do you think it is? Sweep, split, get swept.
Well, I would say a win for Edmonton fans would be a split. That's
and
what
do
I
you
would
think
say.
The percent is?
What do I think?
Because that is the leader.
It is?
Yeah.
Is a split?
Yeah.
So I'd say split would be 75%. It's going to be high.
52.1%.
Oh, really? So then second would be getting swept.
31.4.
Yeah.
16.4% say that the Elks are going to do it.
Well, you got to believe.
They're going to sweep both. They're going to sweep both. By the way, the rematch will take place Saturday down at Commonwealth Stadium. GoElks.com to get your tickets as that game is selling, and it's moving quick, and you're going to want to be there for this rematch because no matter what happens, for the Elks, they're coming back home, and they're going to need the support of Elks
Well, and
fans.
they're coming back home. I mean, with Winnipeg's loss yesterday, that's a huge loss because BC is idle this week. Edmonton could come out of this game today if they were able to pull off a victory within a win of Winnipeg and BC. And they've got a home and home against Winnipeg still to come this season. So with Winnipeg's loss, that's a door open for Edmonton heading into the Labor Day Classic.
They only have one more game against Winnipeg.
Or sorry, one more game against. Sorry, I meant one more game against Winnipeg, one more game against BC. Sorry.
Hamilton stopped on 3rd and 2. No, they got stopped.
Oh, they just got stopped. It's
so there's
over?
a minute 20 left. So they still could potentially get the ball and do something. Ball batted at the line. Argos for the second straight year might pull this one out. Might take down the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Oh, Scott Milanovich ain't too pleased about that one. So we've got the first upset of the weekend, the first upset of the day. Can the Elks do it? Let's get to our three stories of the game as the Elks are getting set to take on the Calgary Stampeders at McMahon Stadium. Kickoff just after 4 o'clock here in Calgary because we are here in Calgary.
How was your bus
Canadian
ride,
Brewhouse.
by the way?
It was wonderful. It was lovely.
Yeah? Did you
sat at the back with Jason and Andrew are back there. A listener of ours, or she follows us, and God was on the waiting list. She got in. She just came by herself, Donna.
Nice.
Scout was back there. Kayla from the Turf District. Tanis.
Did you and Kayla sit together?
We sat together, shockingly enough.
Did you were there snuggling, hand holding?
No. So and then who else did we have? And then at some point Jasmine came to the back and I sat with Trev Hernan and his nephew.
Oh yeah.
So it was a good bus ride. It was a great bus ride, and we're very pleased with it.
Well, they gave us 20 minutes in Red Deer, which I thought was supposed to be half an hour. But I was super impressed that everybody was out back on the bus.
I think it was we got a half hour, but they told people 20. So that we could start getting people on that bus. Because if we said 30, 30 it's up, and then it's okay, we got to start getting on this bus.
Right. I should know better.
There was a big crew of EST people that went by to a hut. What was it? Liquor Hutch?
Liquor Hutch.
Hutch. There's quite a few ESTers that I saw make a beeline over there.
Yeah,
not as much as anyone else. It was the majority. There was a couple of listeners of EST. The majority was the staff of EST going to the Liquor Hutch. Did you notice that?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a unique crew. Lots of green and gold Edmonton sports talk hats. So
let's get to our three stories of this game, and how do you not go with it's the 64th edition of the Labor Day Classic. The series is completely tied. I believe it's 38-38 and 1. The Stampeders 2 years ago took the series lead. Last year the Elks got the tie. The Elks looking to take the series lead, but there's nothing like Labor Day.
No.
There's nothing like these last 2 days, but then ending it off with this Battle of Alberta, and who knows what's going to happen down in McMahon Stadium.
Who knows?
You know, it doesn't matter. Like, the CFL has a lot of changing players, but when it's Labor Day Monday, the intensity's always there, the rivalry's always there, the results haven't always been there for the Elks, but you know this is a battle coming up.
A beautiful, just a one of the greatest traditions in Canadian sports, I would say, is Labor Day weekend, is Edmonton going to Calgary on Labor Day Monday at McMahon Stadium in the heat of a beautiful September afternoon. Albeit, I wish they still did it earlier like the old days, but that's just old man yelling at clouds.
The Friday?
Forgive me. No, the Labor Day used to start at 1.
Oh, that 2:30.
Or 2:30, sorry.
2:30.
Now they've pushed it back.
Oh, you're right. It would have been. Now, the bus ride today would have been a lot sooner.
Who cares?
But
I digress.
I'm with you on that. We should be an hour into the game.
Strange things have happened. We've all seen it as fans growing up watching this team. You've seen the Ed Hervey helmet toss. You've seen Jed Roberts throwing helmets out the back of the end zone. I mean,
I saw
funny things happen.
I saw a goal line stand by the Double E to win the football game and win the Labor Day Classic. I think that was like 99 or something like that.
But fun things happen here, and that's where I say, like, although it's not as much, okay, the gloves are off and throw the record book out, as Lieutenant Eric has referenced, in respect to the Bombers and Roughriders. But still, I mean, that's kind of the angle I'm going for here.
Well,
there's a lot of things that are different about this game that make it different than any other regular season game, and the fact that the Elks are coming up, they're coming on strong as of the last 3 weeks, well, actually 5 weeks, since Cody Fajardo has taken the reins. I will say that. This is a different team. So I want to see them put into the fire. I want to see and test their mettle against a team that is clearly playing better football than they have, or at least more consistent football throughout the year. I want to see what Edmonton does. When you get punched in the face, how are you going to respond? What are you going to do? Right? And I think that's going to happen today. So a lot of figuring out today in terms of looking at this team and discovering what actually Elks fans have in a Cody Fajardo-led Edmonton Elks team.
Yeah, Cody Fajardo on Labor Days, he's 1-2, 1 win, 2 losses, all those with the Saskatchewan Roughriders. He only has 1 touchdown versus 6 interceptions in Labor Day Classics. VA has never started a Labor Day Classic. The last 3 editions of the Labor Day have been decided by the last 3 minutes. It's a weird one, though, because the Elks won by 15 points last year.
I just realized I have to plug in my computer.
Oh, yeah. Plug in your computer. Don't let it die. Jay's going to do that. Also, snake some food in you while you're at it. Grab a quick bite there. It's a weird one because last year, though, it was decided in the final 3 minutes, but the Elks ended up winning by 15 points. They walked away with it late. They had a 2-play, 77-yard drive to clinch it off. So the Edmonton Elks, they've won 2 of the last 4 as well in this meeting. Actually, though, 2 years ago, not last year, the one before, the Elks led for a majority of that game, and then they allowed it to slip out of their fingers. But you just never know what's going to happen in this game. It hasn't been as close through the 10s, but the 20s, it has been a lot closer. It has been much more of a battle since 2021 when the league resumed post-COVID. And we'll see. But I think what he said there was very important is that we're going to now see what the Elks do when they get punched in the mouth. So far this season hasn't been great fully at all times. But if the Elks are going to make the playoffs as well, you're going to need probably about 5 more victories, I would say. I think you need to get to 9 wins to probably be a playoff team. Hamilton just scored a touchdown.
Wow.
But Kenny Lawler got hurt maybe in the process. Or are they just, is this a
bit?
So
holy smoke.
Wow, Hamilton gets the ball back, and they might pull this one off. This is huge for me in my picks. I picked Hamilton, and I picked Saskatchewan, but I took Toronto, Winnipeg for spread. But yeah, back to this game. It's this where the Elks, they're going to need about 5, I think, victories. 4 maybe, depending how things go. But this is a tough schedule moving forward the rest of this season. And there's no more soft parts of the schedule. There's no more Ottawas. There is a Toronto, but Toronto's playing a lot better nowadays. So we're going to see what they're made of, and we're going to now see what happens when they really get punched. This Calgary Stampeders teams is a different story of this game. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. We apologize to everyone. At least I think we're back. I've got everything going. Let me know if everything's good on your end. I just got to see if you've got us. I think we're here. Or are we still going to have a little bit of that spinning? Is there still a little spinning? Is it glitchy or not for you? I need listeners to let us know on that one. I will try to pay attention here as much as I can. Are we good? Are we here? Do you got us?
Oh, there we are.
Well, we're there.
Yep.
But is it?
You're back. Box Pounder says
are we
you're back.
spinning at all? Are you getting any spinning? Or are we good? Are we just completely good? Could we just continue back on?
I think we can.
Kate, we're just going to do this. We're going to continue. Apologies to everyone. We're back on the audio stream.
This is what happens when
YouTube.
you broadcast live from Calgary. They screw with it. They probably reset the internet password.
Everything was going. Actually, we had really good internet,
while we were
too.
here.
We had really good internet, too, and things like that.
Yeah.
Blame the Stampeders.
Oh.
I don't know what we've missed. Where was the last thing we were talking to about? I know we had the big moment in the game, in the Calgary game. I think did we get into the third storyline? Did you hear our third storyline? What was the third storyline? Let's hear it.
Yeah.
You tell us what that
Trivia.
third storyline. That's how we know if we got to that or not. Okay, third storyline. Jay, you did a great job just talking while you're trying to throw to me, and I never took the ball. You just kept going with that, and nobody could hear it, but I heard it, and I appreciate you for that. I appreciate everything you said there.
I said some of the most finely refined thoughts I've ever spewed on air. And I don't think anybody got to see it.
I got it, though. I got a special edition of the third story of this game. Jay, starting this game, the importance of starting off well. Yeah. What do you have to say about that? Do you have anything to say about that?
Oh, do I have a lot to say about that? No, I really think that is the MO of Calgary, especially on a Labor Day game. They want to come out, they want to suffocate Edmonton and put this to bed in the first half. Well, guess who's been doing that with them for the past 20 years? Mark Kellum, who's now the head coach of the Double E. He knows the formula. He knows what their mission is. So I'm not sure if you heard or not, but what I said was if Mark Kellum, if you win that coin flip, do not defer. Take the ball and assert your offense and say, no, we're not afraid of the big bad wolves from Calgary. We're going to take the ball and we're going to try and make something of it. I think that would show a lot confidence-wise because the natural play would be to defer to the second half.
Yep.
But if you can come out, take the ball, get a field goal, get a touchdown, this game is flipped like that. Calgary is no longer in control. It'll be interesting to see. That's why I said that after this pregame show's done, I want to sit here and watch the first two drives. So I think that's going to have a lot to say about how this game goes. That's
Tommy Zola for those watching on YouTube. That's right there.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Tom.
And he will join us for the post-game show live from here at the Canadian Brewhouse. I'm with you on that. I think it's also important. Like, I'm going to go reverse. Let's say Calgary starts with the ball. And I've seen this enough through a few Labor Days. Yep. Calgary marches down the field, scores a touchdown. All that pressure goes onto the offense. And one thing that we've seen from Cody Fajardo's Edmonton Elks so far, they know how to respond. You know, I'll point to that Hamilton game in his second start for this club where Hamilton put up a quick 7, very quick 7. And in the end, I was like, I wasn't on the pre and post with you that day, but I'm like, like this could be, you know, you don't get a touchdown. Hamilton goes, it's 14-0. Here we go again. Here's
it got
the
away
blowout.
Pretty quick.
But Cody went, put up a touchdown, 7-7. All of a sudden, that calming of things. So I'll take it even reverse. That if Calgary goes and puts a score early, you want a good early drive yourself to match it and be like, oh, you did that? We can match you.
Yeah.
We can match you. We can do the exact same thing that you can do. Game on.
For those listening on the audio stream, Edmonton is wearing their classic Labor Day whites.
I like that.
I do. I think Calgary's jerseys are atrocious.
You don't like those ones?
No.
I don't mind them.
I've never liked their black jerseys, and they have this CGY on the shoulders.
I don't think Lucas Holt is a big fan of this one.
No, they're not good. They stink. But that's not
Advantage Double E.
Well, I was just about to say, that has no bearing on the outcome of this game. Trust me. I honestly think, Matt, this game is going to be won and lost in the first quarter.
Well, I'm going to throw something in, and I'm going to make that your third storyline. And I'm going to take a third storyline that I'm stealing from you.
Okay.
Third quarter. The Calgary Stampeders.
You have to bring it up, Matty.
The Calgary Stampeders this year have scored 59 third-quarter points. They've given up 22 third-quarter points. The Edmonton Elks, for those listening to our show last week or listened to Jay throughout the last week, he has pointed out the Elks' third quarter. This is where they struggle. The Elks have 30 third-quarter points. First quarter, 47. Second quarter, 70. Fourth quarter, 94. But that third quarter is 30. They've given up 66 third-quarter points. That is a minus 36 on the point differential as you come out at halftime. They looked really good in a number of games, allowed teams like Ottawa to get back into it because of their third quarter. This Calgary team, they come out strong. This Elks team does not come out strong after halftime. If the Elks are going to want to win this game, they can't do that. You look at Calgary, Saskatchewan, last weekend. It's weird to say last weekend, on a Monday, but last weekend, it was a 1-point lead. That was it. And then Saskatchewan couldn't score a point in the second half. Calgary ran away with it.
Yeah.
That's going to be another key for me on this. And that's a third storyline of this game.
Drew, in the inbox, 780-218-9999. By the way, if you want to have your say, if you want to send in your predictions, start sending them now. I'll keep track of them, and we can talk about them after the game. Drew says, biggest game of the season. Hope that the O-line has their best game of the season. Let's go, boys. And Drew, you might have hit the nail on the head. A lot of areas of this team need to have their best game of the year. I was just going to say it. If you're not, I'm sorry, you're not going to compete with Calgary, not this Calgary team. But that's why they play the game. You don't know what's going to happen, and that's why I'm also adding to the fact that early means a lot.
Those are your three storylines times two, because Jay did three storylines.
Well, we just had a bonus,
that was just for me.
A bonus installment.
This is the Green Gold Kickoff Show. Matt Iwanyk, Jay Milne, live from the Canadian Brewhouse, University Ave, here in Calgary as the Labor Day Classic gets going just after 4 o'clock. You can watch it on TSN. Dustin Nielsen, Dwayne Ford in the booth, Tom Gazzola roaming the sidelines. By the way, this area, if you're in Calgary and you come to this university area.
Well, the Children's Hospital's right there. We can see it out the balcony.
Beautiful area out here.
It kind of gives you an idea of where we are. I FaceTimed my wife, and I said, you won't believe this place. I've never seen a brew house this nice in my life.
Beautiful patio. If it wasn't so hot, we would have been on that patio.
Look at the cloud cover that's coming in.
I know. We could have been out there for this.
There's a little bit of a breeze.
Oh, it's a beautiful patio. And it's just that they have the banquet down below us.
What do you mean we could have been out there?
You said no.
Why would you want to sit in the sun when we're going to bask in it for the next 2 hours?
Because I love the sun and I love the heat.
Yeah, you're Italian, though.
Yeah, it's the South Italy, too.
I'm not. I'm Irish.
It's a really cool area. So if you're ever in Calgary, come check out the Canadian Brewhouse. Any location, but this is a university location. It is a very neat one. And the movie theater's right next door, too.
Oh, yeah.
Full date night. Full date night for people there. We'll hear from Mark Kellum momentarily here. We'll get to our keys to an Elks victory, as well as our predictions. Your thoughts always also welcome. Nasty chat, because we are live on YouTube. We're live across the audio streams, and we will be back once this game ends, live from this CBH once again, as we'll break down this action, as it's a 38-38-1 Labor Day series between the Double E and the Calgary Stampeders. One team today likely is going to take that lead once again, unless we're surprised with that tie. That elusive tie. We got 2 of those last year? Or was that 2 years ago that we got a couple of those? I forgot. And also, this is big. Hey, look, Smitty Walters in the chat. Let's go Stamps. He's been riding on his Stamps. He was the first one to call me out on not fully believing that the Stamps were this good. He's going to have a lot to say if the Elks lose this one.
Sure, rightfully so.
But there's a lot that could be said back the other way in playful banter should the Edmonton Elks take this one. But let's hear.
He's a confident man.
And after watching this Calgary Stampeders team this year so far, he should be a confident man.
He should.
Let's get to Mark Kellum speaking with the media just a few days ago.
Because of the hype that this game gets, everything going as normal. Is that
process stays the same?
Yeah.
Process stays the same.
Is that kind of the objective, to make sure nobody lets the game get too big or anything?
Yeah, Yeah. Basically.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
Hilaire, tell me about him as a receiver.
Yeah, he's came in. He's been sharp on his assignments. He has some return ability as well. I think, he's a nice human being. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. I don't know how much he's going to play, but how tough is it? He's been here week and a half. How tough is it to step in?
Yeah, I mean, that's why it was a benefit of those extra days, for sure. I think, I think he made the most of them, and, I got to watch the film, but it looked like he was pretty sharp today.
Calgary's defense, they don't give up a lot of points. They take the ball away a lot. I assume you got to play real efficient football against them offensively.
Yeah, they're a good football team. Everybody struggled on offense against them. Like you said, they're under 20 points a game. They're big up front, and they're playing fast, and we're going to have our hands full.
After 3 straight wins and 3 games, nice to go against one of the best teams in the league to kind of get a little measuring stick.
Yeah, we just take it 1 week at a time. So, I mean, like I said, our process stays the same. We correct the things that we need to correct, and we build on the things that we think are important.
Mark, you noticed that it's kind of been a small but mighty crowd here. You guys have some diehard fans that are really loud in this building. Labor Day Classic bus is sold out. What does it mean that you're going to have the green and gold traveling into hostile territory for the Labor Day game?
I love it. I'm going to look up in the stands and see if I can see them. I think it's awesome. I heard there was a couple buses coming from here. I grew up in Lethbridge. My buddy's got a bus of 41 people wearing green and gold coming up from Lethbridge, so it's going to be awesome. But, that's the part about Labor Day that I think brings a little bit extra, is that it's a marquee game for the fans. And I remember last year on the other side, the crowd here on the rematch was the biggest of the year as well. So I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Now, is it like the passion and the oomph to go and extend this winning streak, or is it the hatred of the rival? Where does the balance fall for the next game?
It's our next game. It's a West Division opponent who we're chasing in the standings.
Ask him if he hates Calgary. I think I'll let that one go.
Yeah.
Coach, can you honestly say?
I'm just focused on getting this team ready to play. Yeah.
Is tonight, you going to flip the coin tonight?
I'm flipping the coin at the LCI Ainley high school game. And LCI, I'm a proud alumni of that school.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that? It's kind of cool to...
It's so cool. It's super cool. I can't wait to get there. A couple guys I played with, I think, are coaching for that team now, so it's going to be nice to see some friendly faces.
There was Mark Kellum, head coach of the Edmonton Elks, getting set for... Actually, did we have the number?
60th. No,
his edition of the Labor Day.
21st.
It's his 21st?
He coached in Calgary for 20 years, so...
So yeah, 21st Labor Day, first for the Double E with the green and gold and his true colors. He was a bear like us.
Well, not only was he a bear, but he went to us Golden Bears alumni.
Yeah. Got screwed this past week.
Don't even get me started on that. Ref week. Might have to do ref week continued.
Just so Jay could rip on people this time.
That was deplorable. Anyways, check out my socials. You can follow me on X at Jason Milne. You'll see why I'm upset about the Bears' recent result against the Huskies. Anyways, not only did he play Bears, he played LCI, the Rams down in Lethbridge, green and gold as well.
Green and gold. Let's get to our keys to an Edmonton Elks victory. Wrap some things up. Predictions. Send you off to go watch the Labor Day. Send us off to McMahon Stadium after a couple of drives to watch Labor Day ourselves. Your key to an Elks victory.
Come out fast, come out early, come out hard. If that does not happen, it's like the banquet bar, which is right below us. Get real, play hard. That's what Edmonton needs to do. They need to come out fast. They need to come out strong. I would not be opposed to them taking the ball if they win the coin flip, or if Calgary defers. Good. Take the ball and see what you can do and set the tempo early. I think that's a very, very big key to the Elks having a successful Labor Day Monday.
This Mark Kellum has been, as we said, 21st Labor Day Classic 20 times with the Calgary Stampeders. In the 2010s, there has been a little bit of a domination of the Calgary Stampeders. And often why that domination happened was because something like a Roy Finch kick return touchdown, a Terry Williams punt return touchdown, some sort of special teams touchdown would occur. Mark Kellum's now on the Double E. Mark Kellum has Javon Leake, and we've seen Javon Leake take it back to the house a couple of times this season.
Ooh-wee.
I think a big key to this game is going to be, I'm going to give a little more opening here, but I think it's a touchdown not from the offense is going to be key for tonight.
Wow.
If the Edmonton Elks are beating the Calgary Stampeders, to me it's a little hard to see this Elks team doing it just mano a mano. The Calgary Stampeders are a good football team. I'm going to respect the Calgary Stampeders. I'm going to respect their defense. That is the best unit in the Canadian Football League. I'm going to respect I don't know. That is this year, isn't it? A lot
That's
of food
right
that they're
now.
eating. I'm going to respect what VA does with the Calgary Stampeders offense. I'm not going to respect the Calgary Stampeders offense if VA is not in it. I'm going to respect them when VA is there because that's what we've seen this season. I think, though, if there is some sort of kick return touchdown or a pick six or a fumble six, a scoop and score, I think that changes this game mightily, and that's the thing that gives the Elks the ability to go win. Last week, that's what happened. Through that first half, it was a Javon Leake kick return or punt return touchdown that helped give the Edmonton Elks a big lead against the Ottawa Red Blacks. So I think a touchdown, non-offensive touchdown, is going to be absolutely key for the Edmonton Elks.
Well, and let's be honest, Matty. There could be 3, 4, or 5 keys to this game for Edmonton.
Yep.
But a lot of good things need to come together for this team in order to continue their rise and continue the trend that they've established. Get Justin Rankin the ball, whether it be in the backfield or as a receiver. With Stephen Dunbar Jr. out of the lineup and placed on the 6-game injured reserve, Justin Rankin is this team's leading receiver.
Yep.
Okay? Use that. Use it as best they can. As alluded to earlier in the inbox by Drew, the O-line needs to step up and protect Cody Fajardo, protect the ball. Calgary is second in the CFL in the turnover ratio, and they're first in the CFL in points off of turnovers. Okay? So we could go a plethora of different ways, but it's establishing that, yes, Calgary is the better team on paper. But all that gets thrown away when it's Labor Day Monday, and you come out and you punch them in the mouth, and you get off to an early start.
Elks, Stamps, that's coming up in about 13 minutes' time. Your prediction for today's game?
42-38 Elks.
Wow, you're going to do it with the Elks.
Matty, I haven't picked against them once.
I know, but still. You
Come
could.
Why? That's lame.
It's being realistic.
Well,
Look,
this is
if
realistic.
the Edmonton Elks,
This is realistic, Jay, saying they could win if they come out
if the
hard.
Elks go and lose by 3, it's great momentum going into the rematch. Again, I don't think a lot of people are expecting a sweep from the Edmonton Elks.
So what's your prediction?
A split is a must. If I had to make a prediction, you want me to make a prediction?
Oh, my gosh. I don't know if I want you to.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to.
I predict that that's not
We're
going to.
We're going to ring the bells at McMahon. I will ring the bell at McMahon Stadium. I will. I'll bring that.
Yeah,
I'll
these are
absolutely
courtesy of the EST Elks Labor Day bus.
Yes. Shout out to the Edmonton Elks for helping organize the Double E bus. Down here to Calgary, we got 2 full buses down here. Something we wanted to do, didn't get it done last year, but we worked well with the Elks this year. Ethan and his crew did an amazing job. So did Evan in getting that set up. We had great 2 buses. You were on bus 2. I was on bus 1.
It was good.
They were great people all over. Everyone's ready to cheer on the Double E. So it's one we're gonna have to do this again next year. There's no question about that.
No doubt.
But I'm sure we could probably get a 3rd bus. Maybe once people find out what a great
that's
time.
what the goal would be. Add a bus every year.
Add a bus every year. Until how many?
Infinity.
We do this for a very long time. Also 20 buses.
EST ain't going anywhere.
So yeah, and shout out to the Canadian Brewhouse as well for allowing us to broadcast in enemy territory. University Ave location, Odessa and the crew here, they were great to us.
I recommend the bacon-wrapped jalapenos.
And you can't go wrong with the steak bites.
Steak bites
Can't go wrong with the steak bites. So thank you to them for allowing us to broadcast here because we're going to be off to McMahon Stadium in a little bit to watch this game. But you want to know something? Once this game ends, you know where to turn to. EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Tune in, iHeartRadio, Apple Music, or right here on YouTube because we will have the Green and Gold post-game show for you. Tom Gazzola saying he'll make an appearance. Dusty might make an appearance.
Dusty has to make an appearance.
He has to make an appearance at the location. Maybe not on the broadcast, but we need him to drive us back. Which... a little worried on Wednesday.
Are you still skeptical?
No.
Tom's got a car, too.
But I think he's spending the night.
No, worst case scenario, we spend the night.
True. Tom's got to be on the hangout just as much as I do.
There we go. Tom must have a palatial suite that
He lives
staying
in my building, so I don't even need my car. My car's in the building. He could drive me to the hangout tomorrow. My car's there.
Problem solved.
This is all. Well, we're good. Although I kind of was looking forward to the Uber ride back and submitting that bill.
I'm not.
And HR daddy going, why are you submitting a $600 bill?
I'm
and
not.
I go,
I
you
can
want to
see-
know something? That's Dusty's fault. That's
see,
not my fault.
Hey, we got to split this, boys. EST
chance.
will pay half. Yeah, I can see that.
No chance.
Come on, have
Not
faith
happening.
in Dusty.
Oh, no, he'll be here. No, but they'd have to pay for the Uber. I'm just saying that. Thank you to everyone for tuning in. And apologies on all the technical difficulties, but it's been good ever since, I think. So knock on wood for that, and hopefully it'll all be good for the Green and Gold postgame show. Elks, Stamps. Battle of Alberta, Labor Day Monday, Labor Day Classic. It doesn't get any better than this. That's coming up in just a few minutes on TSN. Dustin Nielsen on the call, Tom Gazzola on the sidelines. Enjoy the football game, and we'll see you once this is over right here on the Green and Gold Kickoff Show. On behalf of Jay, I am at live from the Canadian Brewhouse University Ave location here in Calgary. Enjoy the football game. We'll talk to you once it's over.